Go behind the scenes with me today into the St. Louis Science Center's collections department. So the first thing you notice when you step in the collection storage area are these 4 taxidermy bears from the zoology collection. They're pretty hard to miss, and they're blues fans. And here I tried to get a closer view of the bear for you. And this guy is sitting next to our peacock or blue peafowl, native to India. Did you know male peafowl are referred to as peacocks, while female peafowl are actually referred to as peahens, but both are generally just referred to as peacocks. So as you can see, the zoology collection consists of a variety of invertebrates, insects, stuffed and mounted birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and mammals. I love looking at all of these different species of butterflies in these pull-out drawers. It was so cool to see all of the beautiful details and designs on their wings up close. And we do have a video on blue morpho butterflies that were on display at the Science Center on our YouTube channel, so if you want to learn more about butterflies, you should definitely go check that out. Here we're moving on to some more creatures. We have the vampire bat and rattlesnake and different venomous animals. Here we have tarantulas, spiders, and scorpions of different kinds. It was interesting for me to see these up close because in real life I would probably be running away and screaming. And these artifacts are actually on display right now in our Life Science Lab atrium area that we just updated, all about the past, present, and future of medicine. Here are some more of the creepier objects or wet specimens. We have an octopus right there, some frogs, and here you can see more of these stuffed birds and insects up close with the lighting collection sitting behind it. A lot of the lighting collection you can see inside the vault gallery at the Science Center right now. Now we're moving on to some items in the geology collection. That we just passed on the end was a green abalone shell collected from California. It comes from a species of large sea snail, and they can actually live up to 30 years or more. Here's some more from our geology collection. We have gems, rocks, minerals, and meteorites. Any bits of rock and metal from asteroids or other planetary bodies that crash through the atmosphere without burning up and then hit the ground, those are called meteorites. We have one that landed in Stanley County, South Dakota in 1856. Now moving on to the ethnology collection, which has cultural artifacts from all over the world. And all of these artifacts and specimens document the region's natural and technological history. It's the most extensive collection of cataloged artifacts and specimens of any general science museum in the state, which is super cool. And then over here we have a reticulated python, a species of snake native to Southeast Asia. And fun fact, it was on display at the 1904 World's Fair right here in St. Louis. Next we have some items from our transportation collection. This consists of spacecraft, train, ship, and airplane models, informational sheets, photographs, and more. Here we have some artifacts from our archaeology collection. This would be pottery and various stone tools, including an unparalleled collection of Mississippian artifacts. And this is an agricultural stone tool used for digging furrows in the soil. The polish or sheen you see on some of these tools varies from specimen to specimen, and it reflects the amount of actual usage of that tool. Now we're into the space and popular culture artifacts. Popular culture, that's hard to say. This consists of toys, commemorative space artifacts, and real space program artifacts. And this is an R2-D2 cookie jar, or a painted ceramic from 1977. Now we're getting into the medical tools and equipment collection, representing 25 fields of study in medicine. This machine is Raytheon's 1930s microtherm heat director, used by physicians to apply intense heat to patients' aching tissues. Over here in this beautiful jar, you can see that in the mid-19th century, they did in fact keep leeches in here. Medical practitioners use these blood-sucking worms as a cure-all, treating everything from boils to headaches. And this is a hot water incubator. In 1934, 5 identical premature quintuplets were born in Ontario, Canada, and survived to adulthood, which was quite a miracle. Charlie Blake, a reporter from the Chicago American newspaper, found this old incubator from 1895 that didn't run on electricity, which was important because the 𝙑𝙖𝙪 quintuplets' home did not have electricity. This incubator typically fit one baby, but being so tiny, 3 of the quintuplets were able to fit inside of it. The outer walls of the incubator were formed into a container, which was then filled with warm water, and inside there's a thermostat to control the heat. And this incubator was actually built and designed in St. Louis by Aloe Medical. This is an iron lung from 1940. So during the polio outbreaks in the 40s and 50s, iron lungs like this one were used to treat respiratory failure caused by polio. An iron lung is a type of negative pressure ventilator that helps to simulate breathing by periodically applying negative air pressure to the patient enclosed inside of the machine. And then this pressure forces the chest cavity to expand and contract, assisting the patient to breathe. Then at the end of the tour, our manager of collections, Christina Hampton, pulled out some drawers to give us a more up-close look at some of the artifacts. The most surprising objects in the collections mentioned were shrunken heads from Brazil, or the suit of Japanese samurai armor and swords that you see right here. The samurai wore 3 swords. The longer 2-handed sword was made for cutting. Science Center members can take a tour of collection storage and see some of these amazing artifacts in person. Or visit us today to see artifacts all throughout the Science Center and in our Inside the Vault gallery located across the Sky Bridge. Thanks for watching!